vulnerable Team Liquid, and a chance for 2.5 to make it through to the next stage.
100%. This is where you can make your move against Team Liquid. You're the underdog coming in. You don't have anything to worry about. You know, you have a good game. You show up. Even if you take the L, it's not that big of a deal because there's no prediction or anybody expecting you to do well. This is where you can just kind of relax, go for some crazy plays, and hopefully catch Team Liquid off guard. But if you're going to do that, I think this first game has got to be huge. Usually whenever you're an underdog team going up against very established roster, that first game, you've got to come out with confidence and you've got to surprise them and make use of that surprise factor right away.
Riser will aim for Prime, who sends it across the field. Blurry blasting it over to Riser yet again. Fruity will drop it down for Cookser. Cookser air dribbling. Playing keep away. Going for a bump. Gets it on Riser. The shot from Speed. Cookser, how does he do it?
Now I know why he stays with the Batmobile. Look at this thing. This is like the air dribble 101 car. And then he has so much surface area to fall on top of the defender. He's literally a pancake in the air. You love to see it. Cookser, a great play from him. He got the demo, and now Team Liquid up 1-0.
Speed chasing down that ball. Fruity will pop. Prime trying to slow it down after the less than ideal first touch. Cookser. Now Fruity. This one bouncing hard off the corner. Blurry will put it off the ceiling. Cookser up quick. Taps it over to Speed, but Speed gets 50'd. Fruity attacking the backboard. You can tell Team Liquid, they're the ones setting the pace right now.
Yeah. I mean, you can see even with their passes, they're always in the midfield hitting it to a teammate, which is the main thing you have to focus on. If you're going up against a team where you have the advantage, the one thing you do not want to miss out on is keeping possession with your passes. If you just start trying to go for mechanical plays only, that's where things get a little bit scary, and you can see the underdog take the game. But they're keeping it calm, collected, something that NRG does really well against a team that is a little bit lower classed.
Blurry attacking backboard. Cookser getting a piece of it. This one pinching deep to 2baguettes territory. Sidewall pass. Cookser up. The shot off the elbow. Rebound to Speed. Speed will drop it in. A 2-goal lead now at the halfway point of game one.
Oh, look at the speed from Cookser. He had to get around the ball and delay that hit a little bit so he could block or not hit the defender, in the air. It bounced up. Speed gets up so fast. And again, it's that passing from Team Liquid where they're not focusing too hard on making sure every shot or every hit is towards the net. You even saw Fruity there bang it off the sidewall. That's a really smart play from him to make sure they keep possession.
And another bump from Cookser. He is relentless. Sees this play, gets the
what? What is that? What? Why did he bump? I can't believe he went for that. The man took off like an aerial, where it almost seemed like the bump wasn't as necessary, but I guess it works.
You know, he was not only faking the shot, but taking a defender out of the way, and it worked. And we've been seeing more of that, Turtle. We've been seeing more of those intentional plays where you leave the ball. You try to freeze the defense, and you leave the ball for that player in the back who has a better runway on the shot.
Right.
Just under 2 minutes left in game one. A 3-goal lead for Team Liquid. It has been comfortable. Fruity. Big clear. Riser will hit it off the ceiling down to the center. Cookser, wide berth around it. And that clear goes to the corner. Speed was waiting for it. Riser, first touch gets away from him. Cookser, the pinch. We'll send it to the 2baguette corner. Speed pre-jumps, but can't get there in time. Ball out to Fruity, who loses that challenge from Riser. Cookser.
2v1.
Fruity bouncing it back towards the midfield. Cookser, about a third of a tank. will lob it back. Riser to Blurry across the field. Blurry off the corner. Speed riskingly lets it bounce across the midfield.
Oh, another demo from Cookster. I don't think I've seen Cookster get so aggressive so far. I mean, not only is he sniping people in the air as if it was an aerial, he's also just running off in the opponent's half, where normally we see Cooks be so defensive as that third man back.
Blurry trying to make it happen. Cookster, you said it, Turtle. Extra physical this game. Doing whatever works, going for fakes, getting bumps, making plays.
Oh yeah, he'll take it. And I mean, you can even see with the offense from 2baguettes. This is something that's expected of a team we don't know too much about. They're kind of up and coming, still trying to get some practice under their belts. Very one-dimensional with their attacks. They're just kind of banging things off the backboard, not looking towards the midfield. And it has some good looks, some good opportunities, but against Team Liquid, their backboard defense has been clean this game, so you're not going to find any mistakes there as Team Liquid take the first game convincingly. Absolutely no sweat whatsoever.
Looking easy for Team Liquid. 2baguettes stuck on defense for the latter half of that game. Started a little bit strong, but then Team Liquid took over, Cookser especially.
Yeah.
With some incredible bump plays.
Well, I mean, is that the new tactic, though, for Team Liquid? I've never seen Cookser be the player to be annoying. He hasn't been the third man every single time he's on a team, and even on Team Liquid, you could make the argument that he's not necessarily that third man back or the most passive, but I don't think I've ever seen him be thrown forward. So maybe this is a new strategy they're trying to implement. Use Cookster as that first shield going forward on offense to take out some people, get some demos, go for the fakes. Even on the shot you see in the replay, he hit that shot off the corner, which set up Speed. If he's out there making plays like that, it doesn't matter if he's normally a defensive guy. If he's making some space and opening up opportunities, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, and even that play where he got the bump, you saw the defenders staying in net, expecting Cookser to hit the ball, but instead Cookser hits the defender out of the way, clears the path for a booming shot, and it worked out. Now game 2, will Team Liquid look as polished, or will the 2baguettes and a half find a weakness in this Team Liquid defense that doesn't appear to be there right now?
It's hard to find momentum. I mean, if you're this team right now, 2baguettes, you don't have any offense, you haven't been connecting any passes. You don't even know if it's possible right now against this team. You have no confidence going forward. And then the demos, okay, this could be the response we've been waiting for. Counter that aggression.
Cookser spawning on the same side as the ball. Now Speed, Speed. Thought he might get a redirect. Came up just short. Blurry. Won't get the greatest hit, but Prime will help him out. Prime. Another hit going to the corner. Speed right down to Riser. Riser, weak shot towards net. If that was a hard hit, it might have found the gap. Riser double tap. Cooks low on boost. Infield pass now off the sidewall. Shot coming in. Speed on the goal line. Stretches for that save.
I didn't even think that anybody was nearby to get the save. I'm surprised. I saw that ball get floated towards the net, and Blurry, there's another one. The shot again from Prime. It's not on target. They're getting so close. The shooting, if it was just a little bit more accurate, we'd for sure see a goal in their favor, and yet they're scoreless here as Speed gets in front of that one and wastes all the time, relieves the pressure, and now they can move forward.
Low on boost, but Liquid, they keep this team at bay. 2baguettes taking shot after shot, but walk away empty-handed. Fruity will leave that for Cookser, but the ball still bounces back to him. He turns before the boost.
Nice
and now we'll chase this up the wall. Infield pass is cut out by Blurry, who timed that well.
Ooh, good patience from Speed. I love that play where he's taking it slow, then goes for the demo. Team Liquid right now, being patient and not panicking on defense.
Cookser will have a wide rotation in. Blurry chips it around him. Fruity streaking back. Speed will clear it across the field. Prime is there. No teammate in the passing lane. So now they're playing it off the backboard. Speed will hit it to the corner. And now downfield. Speed just opts for the boost steal, leaves Riser to hit it up to the mid. Fruity was there, but now Riser wins the 50 to the corner. Cookser slow to it. 2 players airborne for 2 baguettes and a half. Cookser can't clear it past Prime. First touch control, gets bullied out of the air. And now Cookser at the midfield. Blurry off the sidewall, Speed playing some ping pong right now. Riser trying to find Prime, but a misflip. Fruity's shot was very weak. If he flips into that turtle, maybe that had enough power to sneak through.
Yeah, the defense so far for 2baguettes, and even on offense, we've seen rare double commits, but when it happens, it's at a very pivotal moment in their play. I've seen passes go across, but after the double commit, nobody's there for a response. 2baguettes do a good job of setting it up, exposing the Team Liquid defense, but then those double commits is just what catches them off guard and bites them in the leg.
Double commit. Speed infield pass. Cookser around 1 has only 23 boost. We'll leave it for Fruity. Ceiling pinch to the backboard. Blurry will take over. Riser. Hard hit to the sideline. Fruity off the ceiling. Speed helps out. Prime on the backboard. You have Cookser coming in for support. Cookser up the wall. Now taps it high off the ceiling. Riser blocked by Fruity, and it comes down. Blurry dribbles it, but he's dunked on by Cookser. The pressure continues to grow for Team Liquid. Cookser off the ceiling, going for another touch. This one bouncing down to the middle. Prime will pop it. Speed airborne. The shot saved. But they're not out of dodge just yet. 2baguettes struggling to clear the ball. Finally, Blurry will hit it, and they get some breathing room.
How are they surviving this? Even with the demos Team Liquid have gotten, there's always somebody from 2baguettes in position to make the save or at least go up for that challenge. Even here, the rotations not breaking down. First game, we saw left and right, the rotations just completely getting destroyed by Team Liquid's demos, and then now they've managed to recover. That's a good bounce for them, but Speed has the save, and we see them go out on offense too. This is a different 2baguettes roster than we saw.
Speed attempting the bump. Didn't make contact. Blurry controlling it. Will flick it. Riser with the challenge. Blurry hoping to keep this ball up. And Team Liquid let it bounce. We have overtime, 0-0. First goal wins.
I didn't think we'd see a comeback. Genuinely, I thought 2baguettes, with the play we saw earlier in game 1, I didn't think it was possible with their defense. It didn't seem like they were at that level yet, but they have amped things up substantially here in game 2.
Fruity trying to be creative, but not creative enough. Prime airborne, going for the double tap. Misses it. Rebound. Far post. Blurry will end it 23 seconds in. 1-1 in the series.
Oh, you can call it a fake or whatever you want to say, but Blurry was able to capitalize and crash the net. I'm not sure who the defender was right there who was trying to get up for it. The boost, nobody on the backboard. Team Liquid, they fail in game 2. I am so shocked right now. 2baguettes. Not only am I surprised, but I'm also pretty happy with that performance because every issue I had on defense, they had an answer for.
Team Liquid starting to get a little bit of a reputation playing up or down to their opponents, whatever it may be, meeting them at that level. Taking it to game 5 against Vitality, and now we're already seeing back and forth against 2baguettes. Game 1, Team Liquid seemed to be comfortable with their lead, and game 2, Baguettes holding on until the last minute, forcing overtime, and then getting that game winner. So we've got a series on our hands, Turtle.
Yeah, even the midfield hits were different for Team Liquid in game 1. They were kind of banging it off the sidewall, always having someone follow up, but now getting a little bit more pressed on defense, so that means when they go up on offense, they don't have as much boost. All they're doing, or the only option they have, is just to throw it into the corner. They can't go for those sidewall hits anymore because they don't have any boost to keep following it up. 2baguettes, they're pushing forward, and I love it.
Blurry. Trying to make the plays. That rebound coming out. Cookser will clean up despite getting shut out last game. Just taking a few seconds this game. Prime missing that pass. And Cookser will have an easy goal.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's really pretty simple. You just look at Prime and say, you just got to hit that, I guess, wipe it or shrug it off your shoulders. Not a big deal. No problem, but definitely some confidence resulting in that, where you just come into this game so happy you won the last one, and usually you'll see somebody on defense overcommit or overposition, and we saw that just happen.
Floating shot, that went off the crossbar. Fruity gets enough of it. Prime will challenge. Cookster got in the way of the shot. Riser backwards. Challenge will leak out to Blurry. Blurry, hard flick, goes high. Cookster will have Fruity down. Cookster goes for the shot instead. Fruity getting bumped out of the play. Prime off the corner. Good read from Cookster.
Oh, nice clear attempt. I love Blurry there, just banging it to his corner. Making sure he uses Riser. That's how it's done. And even earlier, I'm a bit surprised. I think we're not seeing as many passes from Team Liquid. Even Cookster that went for the shot. A little bit selfish of him whenever he had Fruity on the other side. So a couple of opportunities wasted from Team Liquid and their lack of vision.
Team Liquid. Oh, the shot from Blurry, stayed with it, tried to convert into an air dribble. Came up close. This one can't get past Speed. Fruity will go for a bump, but Blurry dodges it. Speed there. Also missing his 50. Ball out to Cooks. Cooks will pass it to himself off the side, but an excellent challenge from Prime. Blurry up to Riser. Riser beat to the ball. Prime, hard hit to the corner. Cookster,
Oh my goodness.
right back at net, forcing Blurry to make the save.
That clear was insane. It was almost as powerful as the little pinch hit he got against Vitality. I don't know how he does it. Every time he's in the corner, he's scary.
Getting tangled up. Speed and Cooks going for the same ball. Cooks does well to get that ball challenged, slowing down the counterattack from 2baguettes. We just hit the halfway point of the game. Team Liquid holding on to this 1-goal lead. Ball out to Fruity. Fruity's shot gonna be way wide. 50 from Cooks. This one bouncing off a 2baguettes player off their own backboard. Riser, the double tap. Cookster has been trying to just boom these balls from the corner, but he gets a demo now on the third man.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Speed in the midfield. I like it. Keeping it close, but still nothing else to work for. And you're right, James. I mean, I think Cooks here has just kind of been focusing on clears rather than finding a teammate instead of making sure he can clear it or even go for a little bit of a softer hit where it's across your field and in your own half. It's a little bit more of a dangerous play, but if you can connect, it makes your offense that much scarier, when you're transitioning out. And Cookster gets the demo. This is what worked in game one. Goes for the second one. Doesn't get it, but now the counterattack from Blurry. Oh, is that it?
Oh!
He slipped it.
Blurry with a pickpocket of a play from his goal line, taps it around. Speed commits way too much. No one was back. Cookster had gone for the demo, and I think that threw off rotations on the other end of the field, Turtle.
Yeah, and then Speed in that instance, he could have challenged a little bit earlier, but he took the wider rotation out. I mean, at that point, if you put yourself in that situation where you're that forward for the challenge, you have to go for it. You're gonna be too slow when you're trying to turn out and go for another challenge afterwards. You just have to throw yourself at the ball, try to get a hit on it. Otherwise, you're just giving him a more free net than you would have if you missed the challenge.
Blurry has been making big plays happen for 2baguettes. Final minute. Cookster can't flick it past Riser. Fruity comes in with the assist. Over to Cookster. Cookster to Speed. Speed shot wide. Speed was low on boost, but you still imagine he could have done more. Delayed pass. Prime. Oh, Cookster got a piece of it. That one could have been the go-ahead goal for 2baguettes and a half. Cookster, flip reset. Right down to Blurry. Blurry air dribbling. Speed will get the boost and will take the ball. Ball pinches out to Fruity. Fruity keeps it close, and now down to the corner. Well played from Fruity. Blurry shut down by Cookster. Back to the 2baguettes corner. Speed loses that 50. Prime's up fast. Cookster, every ounce of boost used on that challenge. Now Riser downfield to Prime. Prime gonna turn on this. Has Blurry in the middle. Blurry beat to the ball.
It's still up.
Riser will hit the ground, and we've got back-to-back overtimes. Can 2baguettes and a half do it again?
Never would have expected it. Both teams have had some great passes across the others at net, but the shots, that's all we're waiting for. Just one mechanical play where the person can find the back of the net, accuracy plaguing both teams, but it's so fun to watch because they're just taking jabs at each other.
And Riser, it was a good pass to him across the field. He didn't make contact, but it could have been that. Speed, the weak shot. Prime will get back in time. Riser back to the middle. Will pop it past. Fruity has to race over to help. Boost stolen right in front of his eyes. Speeds up. Blurry. Think back to last game. I believe it was Blurry who put in the overtime winner. Blurry playing very well for 2baguettes and a half. Also has the only goal this game for his team.
And you see him there too, working wonders in the corner. Nice little read. Even when his teammates miss, he always has that safety net. Nice little flick out too. Kind of a musty to get that one out of here. And on the side of Team Liquid, I'm just seeing them rotate back a little bit too early. I think they're a bit scared. If they don't get the demo, they don't want to stay aggressive. And that should not be the case if you're trying to win this confidently, excuse me. Oh, but Speed, okay.
The dunk!
If you're gonna dunk like that, I guess it doesn't even matter how aggressive you are if you can land these.
Blurry thrown off from Fruity. Speed jumping up early. A perfect tap on the dunk right towards the net. Team Liquid escape with their very lives in game 3.
That's gotta feel good for Speed because he was the one player who could have made a difference with that goal we saw at a Blurry earlier. We'll see it in the replays here, where Speed just kind of decided to wrap around and rotate a bit slower, which I think has been the issue with Team Liquid. They're playing it too safe. I mean, it's 2baguettes. You don't want to lose to these guys because you have the obvious advantage, but you're giving them more opportunities with this passive play style.
You know, this has been an interesting series. Game 1, all in favor of Team Liquid. It looked like they were going to drive circles around 2baguettes and a half. Game 2, an overtime game, 0-0. Team Liquid's offense sometimes seems to disappear. Other times, it's there in full force. Blurry, I think, has been playing very well for 2baguettes, and I wouldn't count them out just yet. If they can get a win here and force Game 5, Team Liquid has been coming up short time and time again, and that could really be a mental disadvantage for them to be in a situation where they are the favorite. They're expected to come in, win the series, and for 2baguettes to force out that Game 5, they might be able to pull off an upset.
It might be a risky play to assume Team Liquid's not going to have that mechanical shot on net. But with what we've seen so far, it's not the riskiest thing to try and predict, you know, maybe a miss or two here from Fruity or Speed, and then you can capitalize off of that, go in for a nice quick counterattack, and you'll explode in your own half with a nice shot on net. So maybe 2baguettes, just stop respecting them as much as you are, and things can go your way.
We'll see what adjustments they make. These have been some low-scoring games as of late. Fruity trying to float that one in, gets the boost steal. Trying to find a bump on his way out. Cookser will drive around it. The shot! What a cut from Cookser on a dime. He turns, strikes, and scores.
Oh, look at this control. Speed. The calculated 50 to force that one out, too. We got to give credit to that pass. Then Cookser coming in slowly, wraps himself around the ball, notices the positioning of the defenders. But I'm thinking back to Speed on that 50, man. It looked really fancy from Cookser, but Speed, that was so well timed.
Fruity air dribbles past Blurry. Prime will win that 50. Speed will hit it downfield, but all of Team Liquid pretty low on boost. Cookser uses up everything he's got to go for that clear. Fruity will center it back to Speed. Speed chasing towards the backboard. Blurry looked like he might have gotten bumped by Speed on takeoff. Riser attempting to pass. Speed, high hit.
Nice cut.
That cut almost taking down all the defenders. The final defender making a play.
We see a little bit more passive gameplay from Team Liquid. They got that first goal. They don't want to get too aggressive here and extend all the way up. We can see Speed taking some corner boost, though. I like what I'm seeing here. And Cookser again going for the 50s. Now we're seeing them start to move up on offense. But that third man, that's what you got to be careful of, your Team Liquid. Just make sure the third man is always ready to get a challenge in.
Fruity to the corner. And Speed with that pinch. Cooks are trying to pop it high. Blurry waiting in the wings. Riser backwards, still flipping backwards. And now hitting it off to the side.
I mean, it works. It's risky, but it works. That's right. Whenever you could just go in reverse, man. You still got it though. You can't knock him.
Good pass from Cooks over to Speed. Speed double tap ball, but he'll hit that too high. And two defenders on the backboard. Weak shot from Fruity. Speed will put that right down for Riser to get a big clear. Cooks. What'll he do this time? Back pass to Speed. Speed bounce shot. Prime to Blurry. Blurry towards net. Cookser will pop it up. Speed. He's got some space in the air. And that backboard save from Riser prevents any follow-up. Well done.
Yeah, and you can see Cookster again going back to that huge clear style. Just bangs it forward. Speed, fortunately enough, was there for that one. But a lot of times we won't see them have an answer for the clears. Fruity, a nice little solo play, but then Cookster gets demoed on the follow-up. This could be a chance now for 2baguettes. They've gotten some aggression, a couple of demos, wasted some boost on the side of Team Liquid. But now look at the space that's given to them. They were able to just relax Team Liquid, make it a little bit slower, and get a boomer clear. So much area just given from 2baguettes.
But, you know, if you're Team Liquid, why give up possession if you've got all that space?
Exactly.
Speed opting to boom it, and we've seen Team Liquid opt for that boom ball approach. It hasn't necessarily paid off yet. Prime wanting to get a deflection on the goal line. Speed in the corner. This one's going straight up. Fruity now next in the rotation. Pops it by one, but Prime there. In the Team Liquid corner, Cookser can't make the play. Prime backboard pass. Fruity with the save. That keeps the lead preserved for Team Liquid. We have under a minute left to go. 2.5 baguettes are on the prowl. Low boost for Team Liquid. Blurry testing the backboard, forcing Speed to make the play and use up his boost. Backboard from Fruity. Fruity. Defensive plays coming out from him in some crucial moments.
Oh no, he's panicking though. He just jumped and now he's trying to get demoed from Blurry. He misses the flip. Oh, but Cookster's got his back. Oh, it's 2baguettes. They're so close on the execution. You had somebody go for the demo. The space was there, but then nobody in position or ready for the shot. The ideas are there. I'm telling you, final 10 seconds. 2baguettes, they can do it. They're only trailing by one.
They have to do it now. Riser's up, wins the 50 into the center. Blurry.
Speed.
Can't get there. The ball touches the ground, and Team Liquid do not upset. They are through to the next stage.
It was an awkward series, in my opinion. This is not how I expected this to go. I thought if Team Liquid were going to keep it this close, we'd see more at 2baguettes, but I felt like it was Team Liquid almost playing themselves on those issues on defense. Like we talked about earlier, James, it's either you're going for huge clears and somebody's downfield and it works out wonders, or it works wonders, excuse me, or you keep it slow and then you can continue forward with a better 50. And a lot of times when they were going for the boomer strategy, there was nobody receiving it. So you're just giving away possession. But 2baguettes, they just didn't have the mechanics and that skill to counter and to use that space that was given up.
Yeah, you're right. I think that Team Liquid still has some things to work out, but overall, they do what's important. They get the wins.
That's right.
They almost got the win against Vitality. They get the win here. This is the result that they were looking for through to the next stage. And Cookster, I thought, played very well.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the end of that game.
Game
Smart
one, too.
plays, slowing it down. Very good challenges. Plays that surprise the defense, and Team Liquid make it through. 2.5 still have a shot later on, and if you want to see how their tournament ends up, you'll have to wait until after the break.